Hello and most welcome to the page here on GBC News. This is your authoritative platform where we get those who matter when it comes to sports development to tell us what is up their sleeves. Today the chapter is on athletics. It's on the GUSA Games, the biggest gathering of university athletes, those that really serve as a feeder team to the various national teams. It's Cross Country 2023, and the University of Ghana, since they were given the nod to host it, have been putting things in place, saying that they are ready. And today we'll be doing a quick countdown, looking at the nitty-gritty, what everyone should expect come the D-Day that happens to be the first, and the first happens to be just around the corner. And to get ready, let us see really the athletes that we have. And remember, as usual, as we've been doing here, the African Games is just around the corner as well, although it has been pushed to 2024. It is just a 1 year gap, and even the 1 year it is still reducing. And so very, very soon, all the beautiful athletes that you hear their names on the international stage will converge here at the in Accra and at the University of Ghana, to be precise, for the African Games as well. But today, more of the focus will be on the GUSA Games. I have no other person to help me understand the issues very well than two able personalities here. They used to be sportsmen. They graduated and they've moved through the ranks. Now they are occupying the administrative positions as well, and so they understand everything when it comes to sports, academics, and everything in terms of getting us what we need. And so let me introduce my guest. I have no other person than, on my immediate left, the president of GUSA, that's the Ghana University Sports Association, is in the person of Mr. Shaibu Ibrahim Tanko. Say most welcome.
Thank you.
And then to my extreme left, there's no other person than the chairman for the technical committee of GUSA, is Baba Apidogo. Say most welcome.
Thank you.
It's really an honor getting you guys here, looking at your role. But once again, let me welcome you and just start from you, Mr. President. GUSA once again is set again. Cross Country 2023. Casting your mind back, the last edition. What were the high points and what should we expect this year?
Yeah, thank you very much. As you mentioned, last year we had some, surprises in the sense that UDS used to win the ladies. Last year they lost it to UCC. And then again, the men's one also was lost to UG. So this time around we have UG and UCC defending the male and female, slots.
For 2023, what are we looking out for? I hear the event is on the 1st. GUSA Cross Country 2023 is on the 1st at the University of Ghana. What are we looking out for?
Yes, we expect to have our best athletes to emerge as they did during the National Cross Country Assembly in the North. So those athletes are here to really, support their teams to win the competition. So that's our expectation for now.
Great. Let me come to the chairman for the technical committee. The last time I visited UG, they held their interhalls cross country. I saw a new route being created. I didn't know UG would be that creative enough, because then when we are using that route, it looked bushy. Technically, where are you in terms of everything on the grounds for a fair and balanced sport running on the day? Tell us how are things like on the grounds?
Thank you very much. Before I continue, when I'm talking about fair and balance,
yes,
in every discipline in sports, we always assume that everything is starting on a clean note.
Great.
Everybody starts at the same level.
Great.
It is when the competition begins that you realize that, okay, others are more sophisticated than others. Yes, what you saw at UG is what we call the loop for cross country. Now, cross country has been standardized. You run the open land, then you create some parts within. It's no more like you get onto the streets. But when you go onto the streets, you are doing road racing. So cross country is standardized 10 kilometers men and women, but we have various 8 categories. But if you're looking at what GUSA is doing, we have the men and women, so it's standardized.
Okay.
So that is the loop competition that we are going to have. And in terms of the preparation, it's not new. The president went to Uganda, one of our cross countries, and when he came back, the idea came out, no, we need to also shift and go onto the loop because it has been standardized. So we started with the loop, but it's only on terrains where we cannot find that. For example, UPSA, even with that, we're able to do the loop. Yeah, so UJ has all the facilities, and we came and did the inspection, everything. We work together. For GUSA, we're always working together, but it is our competition. So the ground has been laid, and what you saw it was a surprise to you.
Yeah.
But it's not new to us. Everything on the ground is set, and we are ready to kick off.
Okay, so still staying with you. Yes, GUSA stands for all the universities. How many of them have confirmed their participation? And in terms of the ladies division and the men's division, what are we looking at for in terms of the numbers?
In terms of participation,
yes,
Ghana, all universities, we have 60 universities. But as it stands now, 2 are not represented.
Okay.
Right. The recent one is the GTCU, the Ghana Telecom University. They are showing interest to come. So we can say our 14 universities are ready to participate. The men and the female, some universities will come with men and women. Some will come with men, maybe some 1 or 2 female too. But to give you a specific number, no, but as it is now, I can tell you we are getting over 100 participants.
Great. Mr. President, GUSA, this is purely cross country. What is really the thing under this cross country thing that it's like is the big thing? We start cross country and the rest comes in. What is it that is beneath it that you guys look out for in terms of organizing these events?
Yeah, basically it is like a curtain raiser to our competitions. Before we start competition in every year, we do have cross country. I mean, like I mentioned, a curtain raiser. So that is what we do. And then indeed, there will be competitions in Africa. We have All Africa University Cross Country, which is to be held in South Africa in May. So, and it's individual-based universities who go not as a collective team like GUSA. It's individual universities. So, your performance here, you can choose to go for that competition. So it's also a breeding ground, I mean, to really achieve and then improve on it should you go to South Africa for the FASU cross country.
Now, is there any link with what you are doing to the bigger picture, Ghana and getting the nod to host the African Games? Is there a link, or is too far from talking about a link in terms of technical people that will come and really supervise what is going on, whatever you've done on the grounds as a real preparations towards the bigger picture? We'll be inviting other African countries in.
Well, the honors lies on the LOC that is organizing the Africa Games. I mean, we are in talks with them. They've sent us a letter regarding competitions that they have to organize and then put everybody together in order that we have a national team to represent Ghana. But as of now, everything is quiet. We haven't heard anything, but we are carrying on with our activities. It could happen that they'll be there to see whatever they want to see, and then if they want to pick a team out of our team and merge it with, we don't have problem because they are Ghanaians.
Great. And again, looking at the past, athletes that really excel stands out. Any day you organize your thing, be it cross country and other disciplines. How has their transition to the national teams been like, and which ones will you say you can boldly hit your chest that they are our product that really want to represent the nation and make the nation proud? Let me start from you and come to you. Okay, let me start from you then, Mr. Apidogo.
Yeah, your question is that what is the link?
Yes.
Ghana University Sports Association, we are Ghanaians. We organize our activities and we expose it. If the national associations finds it necessary and they pick the athletes, they are Ghanaians, we don't stop them. But we always want to expose the kind of athletes that we have. So for example, in last month, not last 2 months, we had Amponsa.
Yes.
Kogo.
Yes.
Who went and represented Ghana at the World's Cross Country competition. We had Azamati who left Ghana, went to the US. So this is how we do our things. We are always there, we are ready. We have the expertise to do whatever, but if we are not kind of what?
Approached or asked you to come and help.
Yes, but the national associations have their way of doing things. We are academicians and we do things the way it's supposed to be. We expose all that we are doing. And so if there's going to be any link, I think that the national associations will always be looking at GUSA. What are people doing? How can we? But we cannot go approaching them. Because we are a sub-body within the country. We train the athletes and we produce them. So if they come, and I remember several years, 2016, which year did we go to Korea?
Yeah, 2015.
2015. We took some athletes when we went out there. Some of them excelled. The performance they made out there, the Ghana Athletes Association took them and they went for some other competitions. So this is how we expose our athletes. We don't hide them, we give them the exposure, we create opportunity, and once they perform and the nation finds it, who are we? We quickly facilitate to whichever way. There was one guy called Hunter. He ran 400 was in Eugene. This man, there was this other athlete, but he was also in KNUSC. He was part of our national athlete squad that went for the World University, not World, but World Athletics Relay in Norway, Oslo. He was also part of, in fact, a lot, Joe Paul and co, all of those athletes
from GUSA.
GUSA products.
So GUSA can boldly say that you are the feeder team.
Yeah.
No athlete have really excelled without having a feel of GUSA activities.
We can't say that.
Because it starts from the school system.
Exactly.
You get to the university,
Yes.
at least you do one or two, you get opportunity.
Yeah.
Some get scholarships outside, they go, they add up, and then.
At least GUSA in a year, we have 2 major activities. If it is not mini GUSA with cross country, then it is main GUSA with cross country. So we are very consistent. So this is how we project the athletes. We give them the opportunity every year. So if the nations are interested, they'll be looking at, and I tell you, there are a lot of football players in GUSA who can comfortably represent Ghana in any other division.
So Ghana Premier League teams and scouts, why don't you get closer and then pick them? They are in schools. They can play for you and still be doing it. Some of them are struggling, and it's amazing that the talents are there, but we don't.
It's interesting because there's no collaboration among the various associations. I mean, moving along with GUSA. I don't know what the problem is, but elsewhere is the universities they use, even in research, to get whatever they are supposed to get and move the national teams forward. But here in Ghana, I mean, they leave us at our own, discretion to do whatever we want, and then they will just come and pick them and to represent Ghana. So I want to believe that that collaboration must be there, because for instance we are having cross country, no sponsor.
I was coming to it that
Yes,
it's capital intensive. So
Yes.
how are you guys doing it? Is it you are picking all from the various schools that are coming? They are kitty, they are small.
That is it. That is how we do our things. Exactly. So that's what we do. You see, if there's any
Association that is struggling, but it's always making this Ghana University Sports Association. What we do is we rely on the various institutions as we come. Each of the universities is taking care of their athletes. GUSA will take care of the official office and some of the equipment, the facilities. You know, we don't have it, but we still have to, because we have a mandate to always ensure that we bring the students together.
So what is really the issue, the gap? Why is it?
I want to
Because
believe
this is
we are
getting
that,
more than 15, 16
it
universities.
is assumed that universities are semi-autonomous.
Okay.
And for that matter, government does not delve into university sports, which is very wrong.
I mean, because like you mentioned earlier, we are the breeding ground. We breed every athlete for the nation. And for that matter, I mean, we need to be supported. Because looking at whatever we are bringing to organize this thing is woefully inadequate. You understand? It's woefully inadequate. But the government is not coming to support. It's not coming to support.
This
way to mean that GUSA would have even worked harder than or worked more than what we are doing.
Because all the disciplines we talk about that represent us, aside the president and the vice president, maybe the speaker of parliament, they are the people with the privilege that we play the national anthem for. So when it's a sports time, the gentlemen and ladies that we select represent the whole nation. And so if there is an institution like this, and there is a big gap between GUSA and the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the National Sports Authority, and so funding, support doesn't come in readily, then it's time we wake up and see to it. Because
I think this discussion need to be expanded for a period. I mean, just get a forum for us to come and talk on this. Otherwise, we cannot say everything here. Because I should think you have limited time.
Yes, but so I was really coming to ask you, so how many corporate entities are supporting you? Because this one is big.
As we sit now, none.
Is it that the organizers, GUSA, you've not knocked on the doors of corporate Ghana?
We have done more than the normal thing. You know, sometimes we get to the corporate bodies and then they tell you that, oh, they've already done their budgets. You know. And you see, this what I'm going to say is a bombshell, okay? That our perception about sports and how sports is supposed to be is quite different from people in authority, okay? The last competition the nation organized, which was the cross country, when the GUSA suffers there, what happened? We won the men, came second the women. That's GUSA, okay? That is GUSA. So our perception, the fact that I keep saying that I'm sitting my somewhere. If you don't ask me, I don't know what you want that I can come in and say.
So what if they don't know?
Yes, but that's where you have to seek to know, to want to know. I'm telling you, look, what other countries are doing succeed. It's not that we don't have the men here. We have them. We have the personnel.
So you mean the FA can come to your doorstep? You can draft a policy that we can get the under-17s proper, under-20s proper. You can get players who play in the Premier League and still school.
Quite easy. You see, it is possible if the system is ready. And I'm telling you, we can have that Senate. It's not a difficult thing. You see, it's not about we tell you who we are. I don't like those kind of things. In fact, if you realize some of us were...
Yes, you keep... When we are even calling you, don't want to
exactly. Because you see, if you sit down, okay, and we want us to analyze and take things, how can we better this? It's quite easy. It's not difficult. But our perception and other people who are in authority, their perception also looks different. And they are not ready. Well, this is what we studied. This is what we have practiced. You said, well, we played, we studied it,
yes,
we are teaching it, we are administering it. You know, look, we don't get support, but how do we always do our GUSA games?
That's what I was trying to... Because, look, athletes to drink water, they need beverages here. Sports manufacturing companies, companies in producing foods and other things. This is an opportunity. Open space. All universities are coming. They are coming to converge there. Athletes will need one or two stuff. Nobody seems to care.
My brother, East Africa, I was there last
month, in Uganda. They have corporate entities sponsoring basketball game. I mean, and they travel far and wide. I was questioning them as to how they said that is how they do that every year. So at any point in time, they win everything.
Yes, Senegal is winning everything now. They are winning everything now. Beach soccer they win, volleyball they win, soccer they are winning.
And they are students.
They are students.
2015, we went to 2011. We were in China, Shenzhen, World University Games. South Korea.
Japan itself.
Japan that year, they won football. They beat apart from Ghana, we drew with them 2-2. They were even surprised. And so their coach kept coming to me to find out how we plan and all that. I told him we only come for 1 month too. They were come for 3 months. Listen, 3 months and moved to Hong Kong. Hong Kong is closer to Shenzhen. They were there 2 weeks before they entered Shenzhen. So that means they come for three months, 2 weeks. We come for 1 month.
1 month.
We
It's up to 1 month.
We invite the students before they will assemble. 1 week is gone. Then you start preparation. Then you are talking of preparation to leave, ticketing and all that. So you only have 2 weeks. We went and drew with them. First man 2-2. They beat everybody and won the trophy. And that was the team
that went to a national team.
They lifted for Olympic Games. You understand? So that is how they do their things. But if we don't have, that sort of standard measure, we will continue to have it this way.
Okay. On the 1st, it's just around the corner. Today happens to be 31st. And so what time should Ghanaians, really, those who have the time, be at Legon to really have a feel of this particular event?
If they are there latest by 7 o'clock, they will have the fun. 7 o'clock, because we will assemble all our athletes by 6:30. In fact, we are saying by 6:30, the first race will start because of the sun. We don't want to get our athletes.
So basically by 5:30, everybody will be warming up. Everybody will be available over there.
That's right.
I hear the GA says they will be bringing their electronic timer to make this one more grand. So every records done will be correct time.
I double as a technical committee chairman of Ghana Athletes Association.
Great.
So at least we have that link, and so they will be there.
So every time will be official time.
Official. Because you see, if we don't do things official, we cannot put it into the World Athletics database and speak to the time, which has to be recognized. So then you can use that to also measure other kinds of competition. You know, for cross country, you can't just say, "Oh, this is the record and stuff," all because the terrains are different. The loop, we have the short 1.5 kilometers loop, and then we have 2 kilometers loop. So if 1.5, because the curves might be so many, then you cannot use that time to equate it. But they're always ranging within a certain range. Yeah, so that is what we are working to get it done. We have always had a relationship with the Ghana Athletes Association.
Before we check out, President, what message do you have for? I know the universities understand, they come on, but going forward, looking at the picture you have, what message will you give them in terms of making more allocations for the sportsmen and women? I know some do, but there are days when their budget is limited, sports will suffer small. So what message really do you have for them before you give a message to corporate Ghana for them to understand?
Universities are doing their best because the students pay sports fees. Based on the sports fees that they factor it into their budget for sports directorate and what you call it, unis, in order to use it for competitions. So encourage, re-emphasize that universities should do more because they are our future. Because we do academic sports, even though people still want to see students performing. So we entreat the universities to do more in order that sports will be projected in the country.
Great. You do most of the legwork with your team. What are you telling corporate Ghana now? Yes, you get there, they say they don't have money, but what are you telling them, corporate Ghana? Right now, maybe somebody will be watching. I know some of the CEOs were sportsmen and women. Sometimes they just want to know when you are doing it and then the timing. So what do you tell them?
GUSA, our programs are not hidden. You know, every year, as I said, every year we have 2 major activities. Now, my message to corporate Ghana is this: approach GUSA or open up. Let us sit down, see how we want you to support sports. But mind you, it's not everybody who's in the university who wants to always be in the books. There are a lot of people who have talents that have to exhibit, and it will sell this country. You know, so corporate Ghana, GUSA, we are ready to help ourselves and we are ready to help Ghana. So corporate Ghana, help GUSA.
Corporate Ghana, help GUSA. GUSA is on the 1st of April here at the University of Ghana. And please, let's be there on time. I hear exactly 6 o'clock. If you come there you see everybody ready, and the races will start probably 6 o'clock. And so you'll be there at 5. Come with the family and friends. Let's cheer them on. Let's see who is the new talent we are going to see, whether it is from the north or the south. Let's see which win. Are you going to dethrone? Do you see any surprise for Eugene?
Yes.
You can dethrone?
Before then, I want to say something.
Yes.
And it should be on record.
Okay.
That GFA has been supporting GUSA anytime we are traveling with football team to the World University.
Please say it again officially so that we know.
Yes, I am saying that GFA, Ghana Football Association, has been supporting GUSA. If we are traveling with football team to the World University Games, they do support.
Whoa.
Yeah, financially they do support.
Whoa.
Yes.
And then
let me say
one thing. I don't know if we have the time. That one thing I want to say is that we want to thank all the vice chancellors and their management, but for them, we shall not recognize. I mean, we will not be able to recognize or realize our dreams. In fact, the vice chancellors have been very, very supportive, and that's why we are able to do what we are doing. I give them thumbs up.
Thumbs up to all vice chancellors of the various universities. God bless you. Please continue for us, and let's see. At the end of the day, one day, we'll sing the song of GUSA. And then it will be win-win for us. I'm Theophilus Sampa. Thank you very much. Mr. Shaibu Ibrahim Tanko, President for GUSA. And then our Papa himself, Technical Director or Chairman for the Technical Committee for GUSA, Baba Apidogo. Say, most welcome and thank you very much. The page will turn same time tomorrow. Keep watching GBC News. Bye for now.